Welcome everyone. Good morning or good evening because I see some of you are not just in the US or EU region, but also from Asia region. Yeah, so let me introduce myself. I'm Jason, the account manager of CLO-SET. And today we are going to have the Skill Up webinar of CLO-SET. So let me share my screen first and we can start it. So today's would be a Closet Skill webinar, and today's topic is new configurator workflow. So same as before, we will have three parts today. The first part is as an introduction of the new configurator tool. And then we'll have the live demonstration to show you how to use it in a workflow. Finally, we also have the Q&A session to hear your advice or your feedback or your any questions related to Closet, and we will answer it one by one. And by the way, thank you for someone said that my class is great. Yeah. So let's start our topic today. And just one more is if you are new to Closet, please feel free to visit our Closet website as well as our Closet YouTube channel. And if you are new to CLO-SET, you are also recommend to have a look on our previous webinar. In the last time, we also did a webinar related to the virtual showroom. It is a really interesting topic and it's good for you to have a look and to learn more and discover more. And anyway, we can go back to our topic today, CLO-SET configurator. And not sure if any one of you have already tried it before, the closet configurator in the content page. Yeah. So I just send out the pool and let us know, yeah, how many people have used it. Oh, it's great. Yeah, because I saw not many of you have used it, or maybe I think some of you only use the original version of the configurator, but not the new version. Yeah. So it's a really good, thank you for your answers. So maybe it's good to introduce what is the Closet Configurator. So it is the real-time editing tool to adjust the color and texture of the 3D content online. By using the configurator, the users could explore the design possibility together instantly as a collaboration, as a co-creation. Yeah, so using the video as at the right-hand side as the example, it is the new configurator tool. It's just a really easy tool. I will show it later. But actually, this tool can be utilized in diverse situations. So here are some of the examples. The first example, it would be applied in the design development stage for a fashion brand. So first of all is the 3D user in the fashion brand, they could create the garment block in Code first. And then they upload to Corset and pass the block to the fashion designer who do not need to use Code, but to do the print, to complete the printing and colorway in Corset. And finally, for sure, the design is complete. So as you can see in this case, even the fashion designer who do not have the 3D knowledge, they could use the 3D block to complete the design as well and make good use of the 3D block. And come to another example, is also for the design development, but this time would be in a manufacturer perspective. So same as before would be the manufacturer could kick off the new design collection by creating the garment block in Code first. And then when the manufacturer present and sell this collection to the potential buyer, the buyer could review and test out the design option in real time together with the manufacturer as a collaboration. And finally, based on this collaboration, we can get our design. And as you can see in this workflow, even the configurator helps the buyer to make a better judgment on the design before making adoption, because all in 3D, all in real time. But come to the third example will be for the presentation in the public events. So no matter you are a manufacturer, a brand, or just I'm an individual user, or I'm just a normal designer, you can also make good use of it. So same as before, we'll start from clothes. You can create the garment block in clothes first in advance, but this time you can display it on any device, like the kiosk key or tablet or on a really large screen. Then during the event or trade show, the visitor could change the color and texture via the configurator and to create the design interactively. So it is a way for you to interact with different people in the event. So here are some of the examples for your reference and for your brainstorming. But for sure, to deeply explore the application and possibility, let me demonstrate it in the live demo session. So let me start the live demo. And as always, feel free to share your questions in the chat room so that in the last session, the Q&A session, we will answer it one by one. Okay, so let me start the live demo. Yeah, and just for your reference, I'm showing the closed 3D interface. So let me know if you cannot see it. So then we can start. Yeah. So as the beginning of the story, just assuming that you are the 3D designer in the design team. Maybe you are going to present the new design collection with the others, such as the buyer or your teammate, internal or external. Then as the first step, for sure, is to go to Clo and complete the design sample first. And using this jacket as example, you can see the garment is well constructed with all the trim or materials, top stitch all attached. Yeah, just like this top stitch. And also, each pattern is assigned with a specific fabric selection. So for example, now I'm using two fabric. The first fabric is used for the front panel, back panel, and the sleeve. And the second fabric is used for the cuff, also the collar, etc. But one remark is all the fabric is created without color and texture, so that later on we can use the configurator to try it out and add the color on it and also the texture. And after it is completed, you can save this file in the latest version of Clo, which means 2024.1. And then you can use upload project in CLO-SET and go back to CLO-SET. So here is the workroom. We are ready for the presentation. All the 3D samples are collected. And let's say now I'm facing other users and the user want to try the design options of either one of the style, like this jacket. Then they just need to click on it and to use the configurator tool. The configurator tool is located at the right-hand side of the 3D viewer. Just click on it and to access the new configurator interface. Okay, so it is the new configurator. And as you can see, there are different options and functions. And here would be the place for you to try out different design options. Let's try it one by one. First of all, as you can see at the left-hand side, we also have Object Browser, as same as the Close 3D. So in this Object Browser, we have listed out all the materials we have used on this style, like the top stitch, the button, and also the fabric. And for example, when I click on fabric 1, the material will be highlighted on the 3D garment. So you can see which one you are selecting. But in the meantime, you can also directly click on the materials in the 3D viewer to select it. For example, the fabric 2. Once you click it, you have selected, then you can start to adjust its parameters. All the parameters of the material properties has been listed at the right-hand side, including color, parameters, reflection, etc. Then let's try it one by one. The first one would be for color. Then let's try to click on it. As you can see, first of all, same as other software, you can pick up one of the color from the gradient boards. But in the meantime, we provide the functions for you to find out a similar Pantone color based on the color you have picked it up, just like this. In the meantime, we also provide the Pantone color library and Colorway color library, which means you can type in a specific code and to find out a specific color you want to use it. Just like this. And one more is because many of you are designers, so maybe you already have your customized color library, maybe in Adobe Illustrator or in CLO. So these customized color library can also import to CLO-SET and use it in the configurator. And for importing these customized color library, you can go back to your company folder setting, configurator, and to add the color preset. And as a remark, it can be in ASC and ACO format, which means the common color library format that we use and also other software is using. Okay, so it's just few steps and then the color is complete. And one more would be texture. So we can go to basic parameters. And you can click on the plus icon to attach a texture from the desktop. And you can see I already collect a tons of texture and just choose either one. And it is attached. And same as Close 3D, first of all, you can also adjust the placement or the scale by typing in the specific dimension, the numbers. In the meantime, we also provide Edit Texture tool, which is exactly same as the Close 3D. And you can directly scale it to on the file. But in the meantime, in the new configurator, we also provide the function to attach the PBR mapping. So for example, right now, as you can see, this jacket is attached with a printing, but it looks a little bit thick because it doesn't have any weaving texture of a fabric itself. So on top of it, we can attach a normal map to create those weaving texture that we saw to make it more realistic. Done. Then it is made it. And in the meantime, all the parameters here is same as Close 3D. For example, you can also adjust the map intensity to make it more obvious of the result. And apart from normal map, we also provide the functionality to attach displacement map, opacity map, and also if we go back, we also have reflection, which means for the roughness and mattiness. So you can just same as how you did in CLO, but a really real-time and faster way to adjust it in CLO-SET. Then it is complete. But there are more options that can help you to explore more design options. For example, first of all, you can also recolor this texture by, first of all, go back to the basic parameters and to desaturate the texture. And then you can, on top of it, to add another color. And the application will be the same. Just go back to color and pick up one of the color you like. Okay, another thing is also really common is you can also adjust the front side and the back side of the fabric separately. Because just like this jacket, the back side may be representing the lining part, so maybe the color is different, the property is different. So you can also change it. One more is apart from fabric, all the materials can be changed, like the zipper, even the zipper tape, zipper teeth, all the things can be changed to separate. Then once this design is completed, you just need to click Add Color. And this new colorway will be added in the content page. And you can review the results. And just going back to the story would be the other user can continue the design review process, maybe by other functions like annotation and comment. And if you need it, you can also download this file with the new colorway by clicking all colorways from the download button. Then here is the whole workflow. But as a remark, we also have the original configurator on the content page. But these configurator do not include some of the new functionality, like the PBR mapping attachment. So as a recommendation, you can use the new configurator, and these configurator will be replaced soon. So it's a really quick overview, but an easy way to use the configurator. And just to wrapping up is the above demonstration is just one of the suggested workflow, but all of you could utilize the configurator in a more potential way. And wrapping up the benefits of using this configurator is, for example, for me as a user, like we don't need to open each file one by one in Clo, but instantly edit the file in Closet. In the meantime, is non-Clo users, like maybe other designer can also be involved in editing this file. So it is like a new features and you can use it in many other ways. But maybe now I will just pause it here because I already see there are some questions in the chat room. So let's come to the third session, will be Q&A.